Hi everyone, it's Justin, and this premium-looking flip phone is one of the most affordable clamshell type of smartphones that you can get to date. To be fair, this TECNO Phantom V Flip 5G isn't yung affordable, but compared to the current market, its 30K price tag is shaking up the standards in its range. This phone might make us see more people using flip phones. And if you're one of them considering, then keep on watching for our full review. Checking out what's in the package inside this white box is the phone right away. Then underneath is its special hard casing, some free stickers, the paperwork, a SIM ejector tool, a 45 watts adapter, and a USB-A to USB-C cable. Focusing on the phone now, yung design niya has some similarities to modern flip phones available. We get a pocket slim form factor with lychee-pattern vegan leather skin and aircraft-grade metal materials. I'm not gonna lie, this does look elegant. We have it in the iconic black color, and there's also a Mystic Dawn variant kung gusto nyo yung mukhang aesthetic. Now when it comes to the folding mechanism or yung hinge niya, the device can fold at 30 to 150 degrees stably. Mukhang matibay naman siya, and according to the brand, it can survive up to 250,000 folds, which is equivalent to 6.8 years at 100 folds per day. Well, time will tell on that, but so far it has been sturdy enough, and in fairness, mas madami pa yon compared sa ibang leading brands ha. While it's folded, the Phantom V Flip has no gaps in between para di siya makakakuha ng dust masyado. Tapos na-appreciate din namin that the phone can stand on its own. Checking out its sides, when unfolded, sa top part is a secondary microphone. Tapos sa baba naman is yung main mic, USB Type-C port, and down-firing speaker. On the left is a single nano SIM, while all the buttons are located on the right side. There's the volume rocker and power trigger that doubles as the fingerprint scanner. The reader works very well. It's fast and reliable just like its face unlock. Looking at its cover display, medyo unique tong style ni TECNO with a large circular ring design. The outer circle holds its main cameras and LED flash, while the inner part is your 1.32-inch AMOLED panel with a 466 by 466 resolution at 352 pixels per inch. This has a peak brightness of 800 nits and has an extra protection of Corning Gorilla Glass Victus. Realistically, it's not the widest cover display you can get, but it is cute and a lot functional. Besides getting notifications, it features these cute 3D interactive virtual pets, a quick camera access, quick reply to messages, smart widgets with the weather forecast, timers, sound recording, stopwatch, and even alarms. Although of course, our favorite feature is conveniently taking selfies with the rear cameras. Let's talk about that more later on. Meanwhile, opening it to the main folding display, we get a Full HD Plus 6.9-inch UTG-protected LTPO AMOLED screen with a 10 to 120Hz refresh rate. We also get 360Hz touch sampling rate, 1000 nits peak brightness, and there's also a 1440Hz PWM dimming support. Like other flip phones, noticeably the bezels look slim with a punch hole notch on top for the front camera. Yung quality niya looks great. We get nice boosted colors and inky blacks. Ang comment ko lang is although we nicely don't get any gaps at the back, the phone doesn't open flat straight. Medyo bent siya, which honestly bothered me at first, but after a few weeks, I've already adjusted to it. This, however, still means na may malaki siyang crease in the middle that you'd feel when scrolling through. Take note of that na lang when considering this device. As for sound quality, tunes come out through the main bottom speaker and through the earpiece. This hybrid setup produces a balanced sound in fairness Tapos it's also loud enough for a medium-sized room. Solid! By the way, if you're into wired headsets, this phone supports wired listening via USB-C audio. So all you need is to buy the tiny adapter. Moving on to cameras. Within the front cover display is the main Samsung 64-megapixel RGBW color filter sensor na according to TECNO, it can increase the light input of the CMOS sensor to brighten picture quality and create very clear details without impacting contrast in dark and backlit backgrounds. This camera is accompanied by a 13-megapixel ultra-wide, both with PDAF. And as for selfies, the inner notch camera keeps a 32-megapixel shooter. Scrolling through the camera app, meron ditong AI cam, portrait, super night, video, film, slow motion, time-lapse, dual video, AR shot, pro, super macro, and panorama. Its standard AI mode takes well enough photos with on-point details and contrast. We also get very good dynamic range here. However, they can tend to look dull at times, so we suggest keeping the AI button turned on. Mas umu-okay yung colors with this AI, and in a natural-looking way naman. If you like that 0.5 aesthetic, this phone can be very convenient since madali lang gamitin yung rear cameras niya, plus may preview ka pa. So far, the ultra-wide shots that we got look so-so. The colors look as good as the AI mode, but there is a slight fisheye effect sa edges. It works if that's something you prefer. As for the portrait mode, I like using this a lot. Mukhang professional yung blur effect niya whenever you have good lighting. We can say na clear yung subject-background separation niya pag na-focus correctly. Anyways, since we have a 64-megapixel lens, you can maximize this by using the 64-megapixel mode dun sa more options. This provides sharp, high-quality photos that you can easily crop and still get great quality. The color reproduction even looks close to the standard mode. At pagdating naman sa low light without the night mode turned on, medyo nagsastruggle siya as we get dark and noisy quality. Nonetheless, maganda yung pag-process niya with lights, so we recommend using it mostly in well-lit conditions. Iba naman yung usapan pag ginamit natin yung night mode niya. Significant yung adjustments We get brighter and sharper shots with minimal noise na lang. Checking out selfies, you can take selfies through the 32-megapixel front shooter and of course via the rear cameras. With the 32-megapixel on the notch, I don't know, they kinda look like usual mid-level phone quality. Ganon. We get clear images that can sometimes look soft and washed. They are closer to natural colors though compared to the selfies taken by the rear cameras. Speaking of which, we do get better quality when using the rear cameras for selfies. Pro-looking yung depth effect niya with a very clear take on skin tones. Yung tipong kita na yung pores mo. It isn't for everyone, syempre, but it's a great option to have. Take note lang that it's not convenient to click on the camera shutter through the small display. Kasi matatakpan ng kamay mo yung cameras. So you can either use the volume buttons to shutter or use the other methods available such as timer and the palm gesture, which we're used to seeing in Samsung devices. For videos, the TECNO Phantom V Flip 5G can shoot up to 4K at 30 frames per second with similar quality that you can expect from its AI cam mode. Ayun nga lang, it's not best for moving or walking shots since there's no stabilization. So better use a tripod or use the ultra steady mode that's limited up to 1080p at 30 frames per second. Under the hood, this phone is ready with a MediaTek Dimensity 8050 processor clocked at 3 GHz. It's paired with a Mali G77MC9 GPU, 8GB of RAM that's expandable up to another 8GB virtual RAM, and 256GB of non-expandable storage. If you're planning to use this for basic tasks simultaneously like calling, messaging, social media scrolling, video streaming, taking photos and the like, then it shouldn't be a problem. This phone can easily handle that. It can also run heavy games under high graphics settings, but even if it can, we prefer to keep it at low to medium settings kasi medyo madali siyang uminit. Well, this phone isn't dedicated for gaming after all. To be clear, the heating only occurs with heavy tasks like gaming. Anyways, if you're curious about the benchmark scores that we got, we'll put them on now. So let's talk about battery. If you're not using this Phantom V Flip every now and then, its 4000 mAh battery can actually last you almost a day without charging. It did manage to last for 10 hours and 26 minutes in our usual PC Mark battery benchmark. Honestly, this is a better battery experience compared to the Z Flip. Pero kung heavy user ka like lagi mong gamit itong phone, then you will need to recharge it in a day. This won't be a big problem naman since it comes with a 45 watts flash charge that can juice up the device from 0 to 100% in just 40 minutes. As for connectivity, its 5G, VoLTE, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and NFC work consistently and as expected. Nung nag-speed test kami, we got a download speed of 127.7 Mbps and an upload speed of 1.9 Mbps. Now, scrolling through the interface, this TECNO Phantom V Flip is running on Android 13 with iOS 13.5. This interface has a few quirks up its sleeves, yet it's still easy to navigate. We like na madali din siyang i-customize from the home screen up to its cover screen. I mean, look at these cute pets. They are the conversation starter. And as we would expect from a foldable device, meron din itong multitasking features that you can take advantage of like smart panel, lighting multi-window, app twin, split screen, and floating window. So before we talk about our final thoughts, here's a list of its pros and cons. You guys know the drill. Pause nyo na lang if you need more time. All in all, this TECNO Phantom V Flip 5G is a very good everyday flip phone. I wouldn't say it's the best out there, but like I said, it is shaking up the standards in its range with its 29,999 pesos price tag. It's a good value for money and an excellent start if you want to try foldable smartphones without buying secondhand. Besides the 5G connectivity, you get very good performance, 2 displays, quality stereo speakers, mid-level cameras, and that premium design. My only recommendation is to try or check it out first in stores before buying to see if you can be comfortable with its display that doesn't lay fully flat. And yeah, there you have it guys. Thanks for watching this review. We hope it helped. If you're into gadget reviews and updates, please do subscribe to our channel for more. Again, this is Justin and I'll see you next time.